Hello and welcome back to Luck School. We're doing a 31-day challenge. We're in the almost the middle of it, day 10, and we're learning from Richard Wiseman's book, which is called The Luck Factor. And we've been studying Principle 1 up to now, and Principle 1 has all been about creating chance opportunities. And so we've been learning about building a network of luck, connecting with people a little bit more, maybe just sending the odd message or having the odd call and seeing what happens, having a bit more of a relaxed attitude to life, doing things like mindfulness and yoga and Tai Chi to be a bit more chilled and relaxed and have a more of a go with the flow approach, because if when you're more relaxed, your attention is more broad and open, and trying new things. We played the dice game where we wrote down 6 different things that we could do, rolled a dice, and we just chose one of them and had a go at them. So this is from the science of luck. This is what their team found out, where it helps you to be a bit luckier. The second principle is about listening to your hunches, listening to your intuition. So when they looked at these hundreds of people, and some of them were slightly luckier than others, or sometimes much luckier than others, they couldn't at first work out, why do some people make better decisions than others? Some people kept getting into relationships that just didn't work out, and others, they seemed to just make the right business decision, make the right financial decision, get down on the right pathway, and things seem to work out for them more than others. And they, even the lucky people themselves, didn't know how they were doing it actually. But then they found, as they looked a little bit closer, maybe they thought maybe it's something to do with using intuition in decision making. So they did a little survey and they asked the lucky and unlucky people, do you use your intuition for financial decisions? And the unlucky people, 20% of them did for financial decisions, but the lucky people twice as often did. 40% of the time, the lucky people used their intuition, used their gut feeling to make financial decisions. For career choices, 60% of the unlucky, 80% of the lucky ones. For business decisions, again, almost double the amount of times the lucky people use their gut feeling to make decisions about business, and also slightly more for personal relationships. Interestingly, even the unlucky people, they used about 80%, I can see, intuition to decide whether a personal relationship will work out or not. But it looks like the lucky people used almost 90% of the time. So they listened to their gut feeling, and their gut feeling tended to be more accurate as well. So there seems to be something about listening to our instinct, which is powerful, and perhaps we underestimate that. So today's little exercise, which I'm going to show you down here, is to simply journal about the role of intuition in your life. And you do this by asking yourself 2 questions. This is an exercise from the book as well. Write down times when I was glad that I followed my intuition. Times when I was glad that I followed my intuition, and just think about work, health, and relationships, and think about situations where, you did follow your intuition, and actually it worked out. You made some good decisions. Maybe it's some friendships that you cultivated. Maybe it was certain choices of certain projects or jobs that you did in the past. Maybe it was the way you looked after your health kind of worked out. Maybe it's to do with personal relationships, or a relationship that you had with someone and you thought it'd work out and it did. It could be to do with your choice of studies or courses, or even online courses. It could even be, and I think it was particularly helpful, especially at the beginning of when the pandemic first struck and people had to change things a lot. And there's so many decisions that we had to make and different things that we needed to do. And I remember that time at the beginning, trying to think my way through was quite hard. And then using more gut feeling and intuition felt a lot easier, and made the choices better as well. Then the second thing to write about is to write times when I failed to follow my intuition and lived to regret it. So think about moments where, something told you that maybe you shouldn't work with this person, or maybe you shouldn't do that project, or you shouldn't get too close with this situation, or maybe this is the wrong choice of career for you. Your intuition was telling you one thing, but you didn't listen to it and you still went with it, and maybe you regret it now, or maybe that wasn't such a good idea. Yes, maybe you learned something from it, but if you'd listened to your gut feeling, it would have been better. So that's the exercise for today, to think about the role of intuition in our life and how it can be powerful. There's some interesting research on intuition and how it may work, and how it can help with decisions. I've seen that for complex decisions, it works particularly well. But for simple, straightforward decisions, sometimes just a simple logic can work. But the more complex the decisions tend to be, the more accurate intuition tends to be, which is interesting as well. So that's it for today. Thanks a lot for watching. If you enjoyed this, then and you feel intuitively it would be a good idea to comment under here and maybe connect with me, then please feel free to do so. In fact, that does improve your luck. The more you kind of cultivate conversations and connect with others that are also chatting about this, you start to build up your network of luck. You never know who else is commenting or writing something below, and who you may meet, and how that may lead to something cool in the future. So feel free, if you wished and you're called to do so, to comment, like, and share, and all these wonderful things. And also, I wanted to remind you that we have a mindful New Year's Eve experience happening on the 31st of December. And it's a gift that we want to give as our community to everyone. So it's free. Give a donation only if you want to. And the website is mindful New Year's Eve, mindfulnye.eventbrite.co.uk. So we've still got tickets available. Feel free to grab one if you want to pop in just at some point during New Year's Eve, or you can stay for the whole thing, whatever you prefer. Thanks a lot for watching. See you tomorrow. Bye for now.